good in response to topic 2. As Hidayah mentioned, it is harmful for the fetus by causing lower birth weights and will result in abnormal development of language with disorder. And child will suffer from dyslexia after the child is born. So what if ultrasonography causes all these problems? Parents don't want to undergo this checkup once every 2 months or monthly even if genetic modification is not implemented. If you say ultrasonography is dangerous, X-ray will be even more dangerous, but people still do and it's not often done during pregnancy. Regarding the gender issues, in modern society gender discrimination is getting lesser. Nowadays, there are no such thing as what a man can do but a woman can't. Men and women are all equal. Both are able to receive the same qualification and take up the same job. Just like a leader need not always be a man, a woman can also be a leader. For example, Queen Elizabeth of United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland. Therefore, what is the reason of women being discriminated? There are many types of talents right now. I beg to differ on the point where you say one talent. Different parents will expect their child to be unique in their own ways. Genetic modification can allow people to have more than one talent. Opposition group members will say that prenatal testing is expensive, and Hidayah says that genetic modification is expensive. Our second speaker, Shawan, has asked a question in her speech. If prenatal testing is expensive, are you saying that bringing up a child suffering from birth defects or genetic disease is cheaper? But there isn't any response to this. I guess your team has overlooked on this question. Regarding the gap between the rich, average, or poor income earning people in society, but opposition member Ayn also mentioned about the organization and resources that parents can turn to for help like those charity drive, which my good third speaker Titi have left out. All this needs to undergo application. There's a certain condition to it, which means that not everyone who apply for it will get subsidy. The rich will have to pay for the medical care or expenses at a higher rate, while the average one pay at a lower rate. How about the poor ones? Despite subsidy, they still can't afford for their medical expenses or care. Isn't this the poor getting poorer all this because of medical expenses? The expenses on taking care of a disabled child for their entire life will definitely cost more than genetic modification. It does not matter rich, average, or poor. It is all about the time, money, and all the sacrifices parents have to do for the child if the child is not able to be on his or her own. Possible organization and resources that parents can get help from might not be trusted. For instance, two cases happened a few years back, like the CEO Dubai of NKF and Li Yi from Wenching Hospital takes the donation from people for their own usage. After these two incidents and bad economic problem, are you sure people from the community would still donate money to them? Many people from will still donate, but how much can you collect from all these donations after losing trust from the public? As quoted from the opposition team, even the unborn babies have their own rights. It's proven that during the abortion, babies can only respond to the external environment, but they can't resist to it. So if parents decided to genetic modify if it, what can the fetus do to their parents? Is it wrong for wanting their child to be better than their peers in all ways, whether it's smarter or healthier? I would like to bring out new points to show that prenatal testing can be conducted. As said, all prenatal testing is voluntary, and because the test gives prospective parents a form of increased control over their reproductive lives, many writers have seen the advent of parental testing as straightforwardly enhancing women's reproductive autonomy. For instance, John Robertson, 1996, has argued that women should have access to technologically available prenatal testing as part of their rights to reproductive autonomy and privacy. On his account, reproductive autonomy rights cover not only when and whether and how we reproduce, but what kind of child we have, and the convenience of prenatal testing increase this autonomy. Prenatal testing is often presented in medical practice and some bioethical literature as protecting the well-being of the children. It is often argued that it is unfair to bring a child with disability into the world if we can prevent from doing so. As some parents have more concern over their child or over-concern, they will want their child to be the best. If the child is born to be abnormal, this will only cause disappointment as well as hardship. In allowing selection of genes, parents can choose the better genes for their child, giving them a better life. Therefore, I conclude that parents doing prenatal testing for their future child is for the child's greatest advantage and own good in future. This gives them the head start way before they are born. We parents will only do good for their child and definitely not something bad.